Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to go through a few news items. China delays anti-dumping ruling um, with Canada. Now, there's a few things in this article. The anti-dumping ruling is going to run until March 9th, as you can see here. Um, and the extension is, and this is written, I think, by somebody from China. Of course, the extension buys some time for both sides to seek a negotiated solution. Now, there's Ottawa is in talks with them, but not really pushing the envelope too hard, as far as I can tell, for the fact that it's the West versus the East here. So we'll have to see. Australia's on board to buy 5 more cargoes from Australia now. So yeah, it's just getting uglier and uglier as I can. Right. So what I'm going to show you, I showed this when the seed got the ruling initially just a few months ago. Now this is the price in Chinese yuan of European or the rapeseed on their exchange. Now, what I did is actually convert it to Canadian dollars. So their price, if they were to buy it from us using the ICE exchange, is 995. And when I took the snapshot of the November, it was $628. And you can see the gap differences right in its priced in Canadian dollars. Here I show it for as long as they've had the exchange, and you can see that we've been narrower at times up here, but then well, this gap has been fairly wide all the way through. And this is the one that probably gets the most confusing. This is our current difference between the Chinese rapeseed priced in Canadian dollars, and then the rapeseed chart is in black. So you can see if we were to draw a line there, there is, uh, it's kind of like the median range when you look at it. But yeah, at times it got even cheaper, but now we're back to the $375 differential. I'm sure they want to push the issue and say this side of the line is where they want the price differential, but they're on both sides of the line here, so it's pretty hard to argue, in my eyes anyway. Another news flash that was came across: the world food prices at more than 2-year high. Some of it is just in result of veg oil increase. Cereals are down. It's not a surprise when we look at our price of wheat. Meat prices are up 0.6. So you've got all of those major complexes shifting. So you got veg oil, meat prices, sugar's up a little bit as well. So it's higher than a year ago. China slaps preliminary duties on EU pork, and it is because of the EV tariffs, just like the canola in Canada. This is the Sask crop report, and you can see that Saskatchewan, as of August 31st, is only at 28% harvested, or yeah, and or 23%, where you can look at the previous years. The 5-year average is at 40, 10-year average is at 34. You can see the harvest progressed by commodity. There's only 4% of the canola. Spring wheat's at 14% as of that same date. Durum has moved along into 30s. Fall rye and spring planted crops are way advanced. Same thing on this here table. Just where is the soil moisture? And this isn't going to affect a whole lot of the crop unless you're going to spring or fall plant a spring, uh, like a winter wheat or something, or fall rye or something, where you might need some moisture to be able to get it started. But kind of want it to stay dry here so that we can, progress with harvest. There's some frost concerns. Actually, when I woke up this morning, it was raining, just lightly raining at home, and the way the light shines on the window, I could see like the odd snowflake coming down. So it's cold here. Here's just a visual of the temperatures going down. You can see, on Saturday it's going to be awfully cold in Manitoba, and then same thing with Sunday. We're going to have some cold nights, and it looks like it pretty well clears up for most of next week. Here's the moisture. It does build, but it leaves Saskatchewan kind of void in getting any more moisture or big substantial stuff, at least for the next 2 weeks. Manitoba does get hit a little wee bit there as well. Just a quick look at the prices here. Canola is up $8, let's say, right around there. Rapeseed is up 5. Soybean oil is up 0.16 of a penny. Palm oil is up as well. Crude West Texas is down half a dollar per barrel, and soybeans are up, and all the wheats are slightly up as well. Let's just have a quick look at the canola futures. So we've got this little leg up here. I did have a few growers get some strategies exited to still protect some more downside. And what we had done is exited the bottom leg of the three-way on the January because we were running up against that 620 value, and we just replaced it with November put, straight up put. So you got unlimited protection going down. Just a quick look at the spreads. Percent of full carry is, I do pay attention to this stuff, but we do have pretty high spreads here. You're in the 80s, and that's paying for interest and daily storage of the commercial storage rates. So you're in the 80s. This is basically telling you to sell the future, not right now, for sure. European rapeseed up a little bit here as well. Good to be off the bottom, but it looks like it was going to try to make new lows here. And this is subjective where you draw your line, but it looks like it broke my trend line and trading at some of the medium term moving averages here as well. But it's kind of consolidating here, going sideways. Soybean futures here as well, kind of consolidating here as well. Your crude palm oil is still supported above that trend line, and your West Texas crude is trying to get back to those lower 60 values. Canadian dollar still chugging along sideways here, above the 200-day moving average. Here's your Minneapolis wheat. It's not a good chart, and there's no trend actually suggesting that we should be getting out of or going long here yet. So it's in a hold, still waiting to buy. Having a look at the wheat futures here. This is the Kansas, and the reason I put this trend line on here, this is where you would basically have to beat. So you'd have to get across all of these moving averages and then get above that. That would be a strong signal of maybe a trend reversal. But ultimately, your major trend would still have to make a higher high, and that would be all the way up here. So we've got a long ways to go. Same thing with the Chicago wheat, and then your France Matif milling wheat as well. It's up a little bit, but it still doesn't look like a really good trend at all. And what's bucking all that trend is your corn futures. It looks like we're going to try to break out of there. We do that, we break the trend, we get above that high, and then you've got multiple steps of resistance on the way up here. Your live cattle futures, I'm just trying to show momentum here. So we're lost some momentum on the momentum chart, and your slow stochastics is pulling down as well. So you got this basically trading a little bit sideways, and it looks like your feeder cattle has lost even greater momentum than the live cattle. Hogs, we'll see how this news of the European anti-dumping, whether that's going to affect the lean hogs in the U.S. on their exchange, as that could maybe have a little bigger pull for them. And yeah, that's all I have for you. Have a good weekend.